This week I pumped my social media and asked what you would like to learn from me. And the request was, how do you prepare for events? Fair enough question. What goes into it mentally and physically? What are the logistics of preparing for a live speed painting event? So I'm currently speaking to you from the throne room because I moved into a granny flat last week and we currently have no chairs yet because there's no room for them. First things first, preparing for an event, shower it up, shave your legs, get your makeup on, and feel like a badass. Wardrobe. Now when it comes to wardrobe, you might be surprised and think, why is she wasting her time on wardrobe? It's really important. So, when you are painting live, the last thing you need is to have your nerves shot from just being nervous, whatever, and then be uncomfortable. So, find what you feel comfortable in and wear it. You'll never see me paint in a dress, for the most part, unless it's part of a gag reel or something, or part of a show that I'm getting paid to wear a dress, because I'm not comfortable in dresses. Now I've got a friend, Heidi. She paints in dresses. She wears a new one for every single gig, a nice short one, and she puts her paint on the floor. She makes a lot more money than I do. So props to you, Heidi. Now I love bow ties, and so I feel more confident when I wear my Wonder Woman or Ninja Turtle or circusy type one. Not to mention, it's always a big fan when I've got my electric style glow tie that lights up. Then I've kind of been known for my glasses as well. So when you're buying clothes, go into the changing room and see if you can raise your arms all the way up and down. Okay, so I used to live next to a celebrity fashion designer person that would dress other celebrities up and make them look really cool. So I asked her for some tips, and you know what she said? She said that if you're wearing underwear that you feel fabulous in, takes up your confidence up another level. So ladies and gents, make sure you're wearing undies that don't ride up your ass. That bra straps, oh my gosh, make sure they're tight, because ain't nobody got time for bra straps falling off during performance, and it irritates you and you're trying to paint and it keeps slipping. So make sure your straps are on right. And socks. I always have a slew of my favorite cool funky socks, from my Vincent Van Gogh socks to Superman, Wonder Woman, and at the moment I've got one of my very special ones. I've got my sparrows on to match my sparrow tattoo. So when it comes to wardrobe, be comfortable, be professional, and look awesome. I almost forgot to mention, if you have an accountant and this is your full-time business, you can actually have a wardrobe section as a performer for your taxes. Ching ching. And then another thought on saving money when it comes to wardrobe shopping. I go to thrift stores and I will find the really good quality, once in a while blue moon, can't find one every time. I'll grab a jacket. Bardot, okay? This probably costs $80 new at least. It fits like a glove. Actually, it fits a bit too tight. So you don't have to worry when paint gets on it. You don't stress out that, oh my gosh, I spent $200 on a jacket and I got paint on it. There's no stress if you get it for $10 at a thrift shop. On your way to the event, first off, leave with plenty of time. If you are in a rush when you get to the event because you are being late and procrastinating type artist, you could find yourself in a big mess. One, getting the venue coordinator, event manager frustrated with your tardiness. Two, placing your canvas and materials in a way that can spill, cause problems, or even dent your canvas. Yes, I repeat, poke a hole through your canvas with the rushing around and it fall over blah, blah, blah. That can still happen when you're not in a rush, but usually the crap happens when you are completely out of your league with time and space to create. I find that I paint better if I arrive with plenty of time for me to set up, freshen up, have a bite to eat. Don't make me paint hungry. You will find that I am one cranky, fast calorie burning child that can just bitch and moan when I'm hungry. So I've learned to inform my clients if it's a long event that they have to feed me. I used to not ask for stuff like that. I used to like bring power bars, and I highly suggest packing those as well. Highly suggest Isagenix. They have these great e-shocks, and in fact, if you want some, just hit me up in a PM because I supply Isagenix because it's so fabulous, and I'm using my windshield wipers as a turn signal. Great. I'll have a list of which supplies I need. So drop cloth, paints, water container, brushes, easel, canvas, maybe even a backup canvas, breath mints. What else do you need? You need to have ibuprofen, or what's it called here? Like a paracetamol, just in case you get a headache, because you don't want to be like dealing with physical pain while you perform. So me with arthritis, I'll have all these tablet type thingies just in case something acts up. I don't want the distraction of physical pain on top of the stress of a performance. Mentally prepare yourself for the event. So if you know where the venue is located and you can Google the room and see what it looks like ahead of time, it will help you plant yourself there. I'll do that weeks in advance for major gigs like Opera House, Parliament, the major type of events that can be super stressful. If I will do what I call professionally daydream, yes, I've written a whole chapter about it in my book, and it will be coming out soon, so definitely keep watching my space because Okay, so buying a drop cloth. In case you may not know this or realize it, a cloth drop cloth is expected and awesome. However, unless it has a plastic leak-proof backing, I wouldn't recommend it because there are times when shit happens and a lot will pour out, and if you just have a canvas drop cloth, not speaking from experience, mind you, it'll bleed through and can cause problems to the carpet at the event that you are performing at, or the tile, and just have to wipe it up. But just, it's more professional to have a cloth, drop cloth, and a plastic leak proof is highly recommended. Don't use a plastic drop cloth. It looks tacky. It sounds horrible when you're stepping on it. And yeah, now if you can find a black drop cloth, that's preferred, but in Australia I've yet to find one. If you know where to find one, tell me and I will kiss your feet. Thank you. Tape down your drop cloth because you don't know if someone's going to start stepping onto your canvas, and if they've got heels on and they fall into your wet paint, that won't look good for either of you. So another great tip I recommend is hitting up the off tints of your local hardware store. This is where you can find incredible deals because, for instance, I need to buy white paint and I use a lot of it, and somehow this white is off tinted, but it's white enough, and it's just $35 instead of, normally I guess the size is about 60 for 2 liters. So you can get better quality paint and cheaper prices by hitting up the off tints. I also just found a massive bucket of black, which is great to cover huge canvases to start out for a live setting on a black canvas. Another important aspect of the drive to your event, make sure you're listening to music that makes you feel confident and happy. Don't listen to slow stuff that's depressing, or if you're going through a breakup or anything, don't listen to stuff that's gonna make you emotional and eternal. You wonder what I like to listen to? I like reggae. What kind of music do you listen to on the way to work? Put a comment in the little box below. Alrighty, so I'm setting up on the stage right now. I've got about 5 minutes before the performance. I've got the canvas set up, like yay, on the stage of the circus. And audience is having a quick interim break. And yeah, so what I do is I quickly soak my brushes and get them wet, so that way they are not destroyed by the paint getting up in the follicles. I open my paint tubes and get them all ready to go, and I have no idea what I'm going to paint. So I have this idea of a move that was done during the performance, and it was just this 1 second where the circus performer's body, vestry, was just suspended in this beautiful position, and I think it just captured the whole evening for me in that one body movement. So I'm going to try to start with that and then listen to the audience during the Q&A and see what happens. Adrenaline's pumping. I only have about 15 minutes to paint, if that, during the Q&A. So the audience is like looking at me wondering what the freak I'm doing here. They have no idea, which adds an element of surprise because, yeah, they have no clue why I'm on the stage, and they're probably wondering why I'm talking to my phone right now because they don't know I'm doing a tutorial on how you prepare. So I really don't even know what colors I'm going to use. I really wish I had the canvas to start with black, but I ran out of black paint, and then my kid got the flu, you know, and I couldn't go to the store and get some black paint. So when life gives you lemon, you make margaritas.